Okay, everyone, just had to make sure that I got the names right. Oh, wait, this isn't a best of 3. This is a best of...
iG.V's
Ha,
turn to
I've been... This is the best of 1. There you go. Got my overlays right for the third game. Whoops. Anyway, guys. This is CDEC versus IG. Game number 3 that I'm casting today for the Chinese closed qualifiers. Big ups to Beyond the Summit. Thanks so much for having me cast. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm enjoying it. Being part of the TI hub, it's a dream come true. It's only the qualifiers, but it's a step in the right direction for me. And yeah, thanks for having me. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Riddit, RidditZDota. Check me out on Facebook, RidditZDota, Twitter, @RidditZDota. Now, CDEC versus iG.V. iG.V played extremely well in their previous game versus LFY, managing to just be a lot more clinical in regards to their execution, how they played, how they forced out the BKBs, and then pushing it together. Knowing the right timings every single time, just slowly dragged that game lead or that gold lead in their favor, moved it bit by bit, slowly but surely, and then eventually they were just so far ahead with 5-second BKBs up on the side of LFY. LFY just couldn't stand up to iG.V. CDEC ban out the Chen as well as the Beastmaster, 2 pushing heroes, 2 heroes with creeps. And Beastmaster just hits hard. I'm sorry, he just hits hard. iG.V take out the Lycan as well as the Bane. CDEC decided to pick up the Nightstalker and the IO. So IO's been banned out, I think, first phase in every game so far today. This time it's actually been picked up. So I think iG.V had first pick, picked up the Lesh, followed up by the Nightstalker IO picks by CDEC. And then iG.V followed up by the Phantom Lancer. Now, Phantom Lancer Lesh is a combo that I honestly rate extremely high. Because if you have a farmed Phantom Lancer, first item, well, it's going to be Boots, Aquila into Diffusal. After that, straight into a Heart. The enemy team has to focus the Phantom Lancer or they all die. The problem is, if you focus the Phantom Lancer, the Lesh is going to be in the middle of the fight with the Phantom Lancer. With the Pulse Nova is just constantly going off Lightning Storms, Edicts, and it's just going to be doing so much damage. If you focus the Lesh, the Phantom Lancer is going to kill you. I probably rate this combo, Lesh and PL, as personally, one of the highest rated first 2 picks that you can have in a team, in my personal opinion. Anyway, CDEC, also in the first phase, they banned out the Dragon Knights and the Elder Titan was banned out by iG.V. Warlock and Disruptor banned out by CDEC, followed up iG.V by the Bloodseeker as well as the Ember Spirits. Bloodseeker being able to give that control early on. Bloodseeker also good up against Lesh, can just rupture him while you focus on the PL, which sort of, as soon as you rupture the Lesh, you focus on the PL, you try and drag the fight away from the Lesh. That means the Lesh can't just have the Pulse Nova on and just constantly be running around with the PL in the middle of the fights. So good bans coming out, I think, from the side of iG.V in regards with their matchup. Also the Silence coming in from the Bloodseeker, etc. CDEC picking up the Gyrocopter, so IO Gyro combo.
5 seconds remaining.
They picked up a Nightstalker early. I honestly would have liked to see IO Gyro as well as Undying as an aggro try. But having that Nightstalker there also does quite a bit. You have a good nuke coming out as well. iG.V respond with a Witch Doctor. So once again, Lesh Witch Doctor combos. I mean, they can put out a decent amount of damage early on. Even with only 1 level in Maledict and 1 level in your Lightning, it's still a decent amount because you do that with 1 or 2 right clicks, both from the Witch Doctor as well as the Lesh, or even the Phantom Lancer coming through. You can combo it any way you want. Just quickly making sure that I have everything right on stream. Seems that way. Looks good. So iG.V versus CDEC. CDEC, they're taking the time to pick up their 4th hero now. Is this going to be their mid or their pos 3? Without iG.V actually showing their mid, it could be a Lesh mid, it could be a safe lane Lesh, most likely a safe lane Lesh. But I think Half played an extremely good Lesh in game number 1. So they'll, game number 1 meaning iG.V's first game. So having Half play on the Lesh again, I think makes sense. Windranger is picked up now by CDEC. It will be a good matchup. Both have spammable abilities. I think, though, if it's a Lesh versus Wind mid, I'm actually not sure, but I think a Lesh should win that.
10 seconds remaining.
Just from the pure harass that Lesh can harass out more than Windranger can. Your power shots from the Windranger, you can still dodge it. I mean, yeah, we'll see. Last pickup, well, not long. Last pick of the phase for iG.V. This should actually show us, is it going to be a mid-lash or, well, then again, iG.V still haven't picked up their 4. It could be a 4-lash, I doubt it though. I honestly like a pos 1 or 2 lash in this matchup. iG.V taking their time though to pick, and it's going to be a Sky. So honestly, Sky Witch Lash, Sky Witch Lash is a very strong combo. They are weak and they can be burst down, but they can put out so much burst damage with the Maledict, the Skywrath Mage, Arcane Bolt, the Lash Lightning. You can run that in an aggro try. You can dual lane Lash with any of those 2 supports. You can dual lane Sky with any of, with a PL or a Lash as well. So good versatility coming out here from the side of iG.V. Let's see. Tide Hunter being banned out now by CDEC. That, to be honest, those Tide Ravages in iG.V's game versus LFY were on point. He waited. He played very patiently. It's just sad to see that Afu on that Sand King. I honestly still give Afu on the Sand King MVP. He played so well. Especially when you're playing from behind like that. He literally kept LFY, I think, in the game a lot longer than they should have been. And iG.V, their final ban out now, probably going to be a Underlord ban, maybe. Axe. It could actually be an Axe. CDEC might want to run the Wind mid. Gyrocopter safe lane with offlane Axe. Offlane Axe IO. Safe lane, but then you're leaving the Gyrocopter safe. Or, solo safe with a roaming Night Stalker, which isn't really what you want. Could always put a solo safe Windranger.
iG.V's turn
Run the Gyro IO off. So I'm just busy thinking, what else could you do here? iG.V decided to ban out the clock. I'm just theory crafting out loud all the different ways that CDEC could actually lane this. Because running that IO Gyro Night Stalker with a roaming Night Stalker but still aggro try, having that Windranger either safe or mid, I think is the best way. And iG.V decided to pick up the Axe. So Axe Sky off, Lash mid, PL Witch Doctor safe. And Tinker being picked up by CDEC. Huh. This is honestly going to be quite interesting. I did not expect that Tinker. Keep in mind the last time these two played together, CDEC won 2-1. That was, I think, a couple days ago, 3 days ago.
10 seconds remaining.
So let's see what's going to happen this time around, guys. Thanks so much for joining in. My name is Reddit, and it's been a pleasure casting for you guys. Solo cast here. Once again, if I only respond back to what you guys are saying on chat, like 5 minutes later, like while the chat isn't being overflown with 20,000 people talking, I'll respond and I'll talk with you guys. But it is going to be 5 minutes delayed, so solo cast it is. And in July up on the X. Well, we'll see how this game goes. Who posted that? Hey, I got tweeted by BTS. Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, let's jump in. Skywrath Mage moving in towards the offlane role here. Well, the support in the offlane with Axe. Probably the most seen combo in Dota right now is the Sky Axe combo. Just because the Axe spam with the Battle Hunger as well as the Sky spam is just too much. Lesh. Half is running the Lesh again. I thought that would be the case. I mean, he played it very well in game in their previous game versus LFY. Super. This is support super, not mid super, on the Witch Doctor. And Miracle on the Phantom Lancer. Meanwhile, they have different names, so sorry about this, guys. If I do get the names wrong here for the side of CDEC, because I think I only know like 2 or 3 of their players. I think they might have a couple of stand-ins as well. But the Night Stalker Windranger seems to be going top. He got up on the Gyrocopter. IO, he's just busy scouting around here. Yeah, there he tethers, but he actually won't tether up to the high ground, so he's, I mean, they won't be able to get a kill from this, but good harass nonetheless. And this Tinker, I mean, completely surprised me. Having this Tinker as well as the IO relocate, as well as the Gyrocopter or the IO Gyro combo, I mean, CDEC, I think, have the draft this game. Or have a very good draft. You go though, yeah, I like seeing this from the Axe. They knew they could do quite a bit of damage and just try to cut the guys running in from this angle. If you go, oof, you have to actually be careful. Doing quite a bit of damage, and that's just going to be Battle Hunger waiting for the creep. Get the deny, then Battle Hunger. There you go. Knowing they can't really do anything, well, the IO won't really want to last it, or can't last it. And some spam from the Skywrath Mage. Another Battle Hunger. Let's have a look at top lane. How's top lane going? Miracle versus Super. This is quite a difficult lane to actually do anything on. Well, the Windranger is quite tacky. All the body blocks with the illusion. Not going to be able to do anything. I mean, these are 2 heroes. Night Stalker is quite a tanky hero. 6 armor up early on as well with the power from the Windranger. So it's not going to be the easiest lane to actually get any kind of kills here for the side of iG.V. Meanwhile, mid lane, how's it going? ASD up on the Tinker versus half on the Lesh. It's a 7-0 for 4-0 trade-off. So Tinker doing actually very well. Lesh being forced to use his Lightning Storm, I think, or he's going to be forced to use his Lightning Storm to actually try and get some kind of form here. No, he actually managed to get it done. Lightning to harass? Nope. Making sure that I don't miss first blood this time. Harass onto Ego. Still has one more flat cannon shot. And half ult. ASD playing extremely aggressive, sitting on level 4, keeping 2 skill levels up, not knowing if he wants to go rocket or march. And top lane, just standard harassment. Miracle sitting 10-3 versus Windranger 7-1. Not bad. Actually doing very well here for himself. Compared to the Gyrocopter that's sitting on 4-2. So 12-4 versus 4-2. This, to be honest, iG.V is actually doing extremely well. 14-3 up here for the Axe. So Axe sitting pretty much tied top in regards of last hits and denies. Still sitting on level 4, no levels up in rocket or anything. It's not needed. And oh, mid lane, we're going to see further harassments. There is a enchanted mango if he wants to try and push for this further. ASD though. Oh, there's the mango. There's the stun. Can he actually get the kill? The next mango is going to be there as well as the stun. One more hit needed. Half. Can he actually get it? There's the first blood coming through from the Lesh. Using up both of his mangoes. But oh, the aggression coming through here from Tinker. I mean, if he had rockets there, he probably would have been able to kill up or force the Lesh back. Missed the kill here on the IO bottom lane, but that was just neutral creep, so he just denied himself. And let's have a look. What's the Lesh going to do? Away, Reddit's cosplay, lol. Thanks, Death by Bunnies. But yeah, CDEC versus iG.V. iG.V getting the first blood, same like they did in their previous game as well. In July though, currently sitting on 21-6, will have an extremely fast blink dagger up if he wants to. But actually going up for a Vanguard. We'll have like a 5-minute Vanguard, which will nearly make him unkillable. I'm not saying it will make him completely unkillable, but nearly unkillable. And Tinker's decided to put 3 levels up into March of the Machine just to try and survive up. But that's still dangerous because, oh, do you see a kill here on the bottom lane? Well, top lane. Managed to get a kill onto the support. With 3 levels up into March, Lesh can still just run in, get a stun on you, get Lightning Storm and get out. So you'll take a bit of damage, but if he does that 2 or 3 times, you're dead. Let's have a look, because as you can see, it's right there. Can he get that? Well, the range of the Lightning Storm is a lot less. So he'll always have to run into the March. Oh, top lane. IO, well, there's the shackle onto the Witch Doctor. IO turning around, does not actually get maledicted up. Super missing that maledict. And Phantom also just trying to go for the right clicks up onto the IO, trying to go for any kind of kills. The maledict did hit onto the Windrunner, but that wasn't the person the PL was focusing. Well, Axe just skipping creeps right now, like he does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, that deny and the disco. Yeah, just busy taunting there.
Radiant are scanning.
So I think this game is going to be a lot closer than the previous game, even though the iG.V versus NFY game was extremely close. I think this is going to be a lot more action-packed, especially with a Vanguard, a 6-minute Vanguard coming in, but Ego might be in a bit of trouble right now. There is a dunk if they actually get close enough, and there's the dunk. Getting that quick kill. This is putting the Axe on a... I mean, he'll have his boots up right now, and after that, I'm not quite sure how they can kill him, bar like moving in 3 or 4 heroes. But anyway, Phantom Lancer's in a bit of trouble himself. Gets power shotted up. Night Stalker. Well, there's 4 heroes here top for the side of CDEC, and they decide to just jump up. Witch Doctor, I think he has 2. Well, he has all of his team's death right now. He still has all of his team's deaths, and can they actually do anything about this? Can they get any further kinds of kills? Half tries to run in, and he might be in a bit of trouble himself. He gets shackled, shotted up. He's going to be in a lot of trouble, but he manages to actually get the kill onto Ego first. Now the one to turn around in July. He is here, does not have a blink dagger, but he's still running in forward, trying to get in position to get a good call. Guys, you can't really kill him, can you? They managed to get a kill there onto the Leshrak, which was very good, but he at least managed to get a counter kill himself, so... Tinker is... Where's Tinker? He's just doing Tinker things. And Miracle's actually moved in towards the bottom lane just to try and get farm. Axe will be farming up top. Once again, it's going to be difficult for them to kill him. Why do you have 2 blinks queued up? Betty, are you okay? Double blink for double the power. Lol. But with that Vanguard, I mean, they can leave him in this lane, mostly solo, and he should actually be okay. Middle, bottom. Harassment coming out here from the Gyro. Just spam and more spam and more spam. I am actually TPing in bottom just to try and help out Ego. Top is going to be in July versus Windranger. Windranger has Orb of Venom up as well as full boots, going in for that Aquila next. And middle lane, there's a dive coming through here. There you go. Leshrak getting another kill. Okay, so it's 4 and 4. Gold lead is pretty much even. Axe sitting on 3,700 net worth versus the Tinker's 3,400. Once again, I mean, this Tinker's just going to increase this even more. Completely open and even game right now. Yeah, that regen run on the Lash was lucky. Anyway, smoke is up here for the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor has 2 levels up in Maledict as well as the Lesh. Can they get a kill here onto the Gyrocopter or the IO? Witch Doctor, do they scout anyone out? Moving it forward, there's the... sorry, not even going to cast that. We'll hack that up. However, Axe is in quite a bit of trouble. Ooh, not actually timing that chakra shot up just yet. And in July, they do manage to get a kill. However, they got a counter kill onto the... Well, not a counter kill, but another kill onto the Eye on the bottom lane as well. And here I was saying, I don't think they'll be able to kill the Axe. Well, they basically just did. It did cost them a lot. And they did lose their IO as well as their Gyrocopter in another lane. So they couldn't TP because they were busy killing the Axe. To be honest, I'll take that trade if I was IGV any day of the week. Tinker, still working up towards that Boots of Travel. It is only 10 minutes in the game, so he should have that up probably around the 14-minute mark. Maybe a bit earlier, maybe like around 13. And Tinker just doing Tinker things, just spamming out March. Oh wait, I see someone dying mid lane. He was popped by Maledict as well as Sky Ult, I think. Yeah, Sky Ult's down. So yet another kill going to the side of iG.V. Gyrocopter busy working up towards his phase boots. They're going for drums, so wanting to be a little bit more active, not going for treads into drums. You know, your drums already give you that extra survivability, so you can go into phase drums that will give you more attack damage, allow you to move a lot faster, move around a lot faster without activating drums, but the drums will give you the survivability that your treads would normally have. This is IG versus CDEC. Game number, well, it is a best of 1. Previous game was IG versus NFY. IG won that. And if you just joined in, you just saw how Leshrak got absolutely popped. Still a bit away from his Yules. And the big pickup here is the Blink Daggers ready up on the Axe. So we might just see Axe actually rotating or moving in, but Witch Doctor is dead. There you go. Ticker coming in. This will be the end of the tier 1 tower. We did see a smoke wrap, well, a smoke gag coming in from iG.V while CDEC was busy taking the mid tier 1. Maybe wanting to jump in from behind, hoping that the rest of his team could actually get there in time. But there were no TPs. They couldn't really do it. So top lane, I think, will be where the call is. And multiple TPs coming in here for the side of iG.V. So let's see if they can, or if they want to try and jump this. There's no deep vision, but I think they scouted out. Everyone just moving in. And there you go. Radiant used the scan, so they know something's up. And Night Stalker, Wind Ranger. I did see there's a kill somewhere else. Gyro did actually die, and that was half getting that kill. But a good shackle up onto the Skyroth Mage as well as the Witch Doctor. Both of them are going to fall. The Axe did not use his blink. I think he used his call, but not quite sure what happened there. A little bit messy coming in from the side of iG.V. Where did the Gyrocopter die?
Radiant's top tower is under
Gyrocopter died mid versus half, so a nice little solo pick off there, I think it was. Phantom Launcher working up towards his Diffusal Blade here from the side of iG.V. Lesh does have his Yule Scepter up, so he is ready to fight. And there, well, there you go, sees the Yules. Oh, the power shot coming through. Miracle might be in quite a bit of trouble right now. Half's coming in. He will actually get a counter kill here. And it's actually not even a counter kill. Phantom Launcher did manage to survive that. No, he doesn't. The power shot. This snipe. He's like, oh, I'm not playing sniper, but I can do just as well. And stun coming in. Lesh has to be careful himself to not actually die. And it's going to be the IO just like right clicking down the Lesh, getting that kill, getting 700 gold from that. I mean, well, things are not really going the way of iG.V all of a sudden. CDEC just showing them what's up. Fights being split up a little bit. iG.V's, I mean, they had the early game lead, they had the early game items, but they weren't utilizing it. They weren't utilizing that Blink Vanguard. Vanguard was being used more to farm than anything else. And, well, this time they actually do manage to get a good kill, a good ulti, Maledict into Death Ward, into Culling Blade. However, there's a relocated forward. Witch Doctor, Coconuts bouncing up a little bit. And Super, ooh, Super's still alive. Wow, Super was still alive. They managed to get the kill onto the IO as well. IO relocated from IG Shrine. The real anti-mage by 2 blinks. Yeah. So I don't know, very scrappy from both teams. Just when one team looks to be playing better than the other, quite a few mistakes come out. Let's have a look here. Level 7 Witch Doctor up. Just trying to gain as much experience as possible. No Blink Dagger up on the Wind Ranger. Otherwise that would have been a quick kill. And this Tinker just, I mean, you know, getting his farm up, sitting on 7,100. He's just constantly blinking, rearming, TPing into different lanes. Miracle. Diffusal Blade is incoming now, I think. As he gets his Diffusal, the drums get picked up by the Gyrocopter. So a good trade. You know, both the carries picking up an early game item, but PL just having a little bit more farm considering he has a Diffusal up, he has a Ring of Aquila up, has his full boots up, sitting on 6,500 versus 5,000 up on the Gyrocopter. Diffusal just costing that little bit more. Skyroth Mage being part of the 4 out of the 11 kills, not being as active as you would expect. But let's have a look. Smoke is there. They actually get a good call off, and there's Sky. Just as I say, he's not taking part in kills. He actually does drop his ulti. But Night Stalker's still alive. There's the Maledict coming through. The Witch Doctor ultimate as well gets cancelled instantly. He doesn't need it. They've already got the 1 kill. They wanted to go for more, but it was not enough. Good stack here for the axe. So I can quickly farm that. He still has another blink dagger queued for some reason. Working in towards that. Oh, wait, top lane. Let's track. Is busy TPing in. Can they get the kill? There's the yours. Well, he actually used the yours on him. So, question mark. I think he tried to get, like, try to time it so that he uses the yours as soon as he's done TPing. Actually, not sure. Bottom tier 2 tower being defended here by the Tinker, and Tinker will just TP top and go back to farm. The entire side of iG.V, they're smoked up. They're looking for some kind of kill here, but CDEC, they're all on the top side of the map. They don't really care.
Radiant are scanning.
And are we going to see an early rush coming in? No medallion up. No.
Bottom tower is under attack.
No. Doesn't seem that way. 15 kills at, oh, not 15. 25 kills at 18 minutes in. So quite a few more kills than the previous game that we saw. Let's have a look at this Lesh. No items coming up just yet for him. And this gyrocopter has been increasing in form quite a bit. I mean, had a rough start. Gyro as well as the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger does have a blink dagger up now, so we'll be looking to actually get a couple of early pickoffs or quick pickoffs. Oh, wait. Can we see anything here from Tinker? Yeah. Nope. And this is exactly what I mentioned. Wind Ranger will be looking to actually get a couple of early pickoffs there. Oh, he relocate in from the IO. This is not what you're supposed to do with the IO, please. Witch Doctor, Coconut just bouncing through, Maledict being cast on top of that, Skywrath Mage being top, well, ulti being thrown on top of that. That's not why IO is first pick material. Wind Ranger having that blink, so Wind Ranger's looking for these quick pickoffs, looking to engage, looking to find the fight, where the IO would actually come in afterwards, go in with a good relocate. But this is not what you want to do. Rest in peace. Well, relocates back off, well, it's back on cooldown, so to speak. So I think they should be technically safe for the next 60 seconds from dying like that again. I mean, I was honestly expecting a lot more with this IO pickup, but it seems like this IO is just using overcharge and trying to get the guy as much farm as possible. Not playing as aggressively as I thought they would with this IO. Oh, there's a... Wait, what? Full 5-man DC coming through from the side of iG.V. Let's have a look just at the item progression coming through. No Maelstrom up just yet. Has the blink dagger. Wants to be aggressive. Gyrocopter building up towards that BKB. Actually has the recipe already. So 1,200 away from that BKB. Night Stalker. Yeah, nothing much there. And people at least are reconnecting right now, so I think it's time I can take a quick sip of water before everyone jumps back in. Okay, so let's quickly have a look here for the side of iG.V. Phantom Lancer, Diffusal, Yasha. Might be going into a matchup before the heart, but I honestly think he should just pick up the hearts now if he gets the farm. But he does have Manta queued up. Lesh building in towards that Bloodstone. So we'll actually have the Bloodstone very early. Then they're going to start looking for fights. They're going to start looking for pickoffs with that. Axe has Blink Dagger, Blade Mail, as well as Vanguard ready to fight here. Witch Doctor, I mean, he's just a poor little Witch Doctor. Wind Ranger has the Blink Dagger up. Can be very aggressive with us, waiting for that Maelstrom. After that BKB, after that Aghanim Scepter. Io still working towards his mech, just trying to get that heal up. Gyrocopter working towards the BKB, and Tinker working towards his axe. So everyone is working towards something, but looking at the item progression that they currently have, I rate iG.V has the items that they need to actually try and just force a couple of fights. And everyone's ready, so let's go. Go, question mark? There you go. We do see a smoke up here for the Witch Doctor, so we might see them wanting to play aggressively. Tinker showing himself. But Axe can't actually... Trying to stand on the edge here so they can actually just jump in quickly with a blink. Tinker's gone bottom. After this bottom wave, he might go top again. Oh, no, Wind Ranger. Let's see. Can we... There's the power shot. In July. Oh, Wind Ranger's going to run straight into in July. Oh, there's the call, but the blink's out there for the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger gets out alive and just decides, yeah, I'm not going in there. Screw that. Okay. IO has relocated. Let's focus on it this time and see how the fights come in. Here's the... Nope. Dire just took a tower. Which tower? He probably would. I don't know. No, there's a scan. Actually, they do manage to hit the Skywrath Mage, and Sky might be in a bit of trouble themselves, but it's going to be the smoke that we saw in the Witch Doctor. No smoke just yet. Everyone's still just farming up. Maybe they want the blood. Well, the Bloodstone's already up, so I don't know what they're waiting for here. Skywrath Mage gets picked off finally on this top lane. They did scan the sky out, so they knew they were there. Witch Doctor. Axe. You'll be able to kill the Night Stalker. And there's a Tinker coming in as well. Tinker blinks in towards the side. But there's the blink in forward from the Axe onto the Night Stalker. Can they get the kill? The Coconut's coming through. The stun as well as the Maledict. The Witch Doctor ultimate's also there. But the relocate on towards the backline. The Coconut this time was already used. This is how you use IO. You just jump in forward. And there's a mega kill here for the Wind Ranger. They want to go in, however, for more. Gyrocopter does drop on the back of that team fight. And it's a 2-for-2 trade-off. I'm not quite sure. I think the IO took the Wind Ranger back instead of the Gyrocopter back. Huh. Okay, that's not the way you use IO. Honestly, I will probably have to check the replay, and that replay will only come up in 5 minutes as I'm watching the stream. But a good relocate coming in from the side of CDEC. This time actually utilizing it right. And there was no Coconut to just bounce between them the whole time and get them maledicted and killed up straight away. The thing is, with the IO, you have to come in after that initial maledict and the paralyzing cask has been used. Well, there's a shackle shot. Misses, unfortunately, from the Wind Ranger. Blade Maul's used up on the axe. They just decide to back off. 16 charges up here for the Leshan's Bloodstone. We'll be very happy with that. And here's the smoke coming in from the side of iG.V. Sorry, I was just busy checking on stream that everything's okay. Smoke is there from iG.V. We'll scout out the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger will blink away forward, run away, and there's the blink in forward. Coming in from the axe, and Yeah, he just gets demolished. Burst, blown up, Mystic Flood. You name it. Mega kill streak ended there. So quite a bit of gold going the way of IGV. And now they decide to push a tier 2. Meanwhile, Tinker, he's just going to
Radiant's top tower
rearm missile. And a blink in forward onto the Night Stalker. Can they get him? The silence was there, but it's not in time. Night Stalker is being slowed up as much as they can. Rocket is onto the axe right now. IO coming to the rescue. Does have relocate. They managed to scout anyone out. And it might just be a relocate here onto the top lane. Nah, they just want to farm up. BKB's up on the guard. This is a 10-second BKB, so this is actually the timing that CDEC needs. Nearly the Axe is nearly up on the Tinker. Maybe wait for that Axe and then just push as 5. Just try and take a full fight, a full 5-man fight. You're too far away from your BKB up on the Wind Ranger. But having the BKB up on the Gyro as well as the Axe on the Tinker, that will allow you to actually fight very quickly and very early. Yeah, why not? PL looking towards his next item right now. Most likely be that heart. Lesh has 17 charges on his Bloodstone, so that's looking very healthy. Hood of Defiance up, look, aiming towards that pipe. Because of the, oh wait, there's a call in coming in. The one actually going on the Night Stalker, but BKB is not used yet here for the Gyro. They might want to just turn around. I don't see, well, there's the ulti coming in from the Witch Doctor, and they will actually manage to pick off the Ire right now. Want to turn on, the BKB is used here from the Gyrocopter, but Gyrocopter is just taking so much damage from these illusions. The right clicks are just coming through. Is there going to be a blink dunk in right now? Gyrocopter is still alive, however, they do manage to pick off the next person, which was the Night Stalker. Can they get any more kills, any more anything right now? It's a 2-for-0 trade-off. The BKB just didn't seem to do anything for Gyrocopter. They managed to actually get the kill onto the IO quite early on. Witch Doctor dropping Maledicted, but the Death Ward onto IO. Just solo dropping it on him with no one else around. It was still worth it. That's the thing. This Phantom Lancer is extremely fat and extremely farmed right now, just doing so much damage just with his illusions. And the fight happened probably a couple of seconds before they really wanted the fight to happen, because here's the Aghanim Scepter up on the Tinker right now. They are smoked up. They actually want to go for some kind of kill. Wrap around. Can they see anything? Can they see anyone? Tinker blinks in very deep. Rearms, blinks in deep. Rearms, and this might be where the next fight is going to come from. Scarlet Mage is not in the best position, but the blink is there. The shackle onto the axe right now. The cooldown is there as well. He does manage to actually activate his BK, well, not his BKB, his Blade Mail, but they pick off the Scarlet Mage towards the backline. That's going to be the axe. This is the next one to fall for the side of IGV and CDEC. BKBs have been popped. They want to move in forward. Witch Doctor is dead, and here comes Leshak. He is 1v5 versus the world. Well, 1v5 versus the world. Wow. 1 versus the world. 1 versus 5. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But 3 years down for the side of IGV. Getting those pickups. Getting that shackle onto the axe. So that his Blade Maul, can't really do anything. Call down, splitting up the fight. This time you didn't choose relocate and you actually won the fight. Let's see, can they jump onto the Lesh? Lesh doesn't have his BKB up right now. No heart up yet for the Phantom Lancer. I mean, having that banter early is nice if you want to dispel silencers, etc. But I think the heart would have actually helped them a lot more to be able to fight a lot earlier. Also would have given him the regen to be able to farm a lot safer. But he'll have the heart up in, what, 500 gold? We see both teams hovering around each other right now. There's a smoke used. Well, Les shows. Oh no, well, there's the blink it forward. The call is not there from the Axe. He does pop his blade now, but there's the BKB being thrown here by the Gyrocopter. The Mystic Flare is down from the Skyrock Mage, but it's not really doing anything. Axe is still alive. He finally dies, but Ego, he needs one more hit, and that is because of the Maledict doing so much damage. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off at this point. The support as well as the offlaner dying for the side of iG.V. They want more. The relocate is there to save the Night Stalker. Can they do more? Can they do anything? Axe and RidditZDota are dead in exchange for the Gyrocopter. Gyro is really not having the greatest game here. And Gyro actually brings back. They want to fight. CDEC wants to go in. Yeah, PL should be able to get out of that. Yes. So yet another fight. All these small skirmishes and small fights, or the past two fights, have been going the way of CDEC. And let's see, bottom lane. IO and Night Stalker still roaming around, trying to see if they can find any kind of pick-off. Night Stalker does have his pipe up. There you go. PL has his heart up finally, but let's see. Les coming in, running in, trying to find or scout out the Tinker. Not going to happen. The vision that these two have during the night time, of course. But it's going to be day and 14 seconds. So you see Night Stalker just backing up a little bit. And this extra vision that they have with the Night Stalker just gonna disappear. Daytime up. Time for iG.V to push. Tier 2 tower, I mean, they're just gonna drop with a PL as well as Edict on the left track. Gyro actually moving top, so tier 2 tower for tier 2 tower trade-off. I mean,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
CDEC will be happy with that. iG.V have, I mean, they have a 3k lead at 30 minutes in. This game is pretty much completely even. That 3k literally just lies with the Lesh. And it's going to be a free rush for the side of iG.V. Lesh having 20 charges up on his Bloodstone, 7-second BKB. Darkness has been popped, but it's not going to be enough. They won't actually be able to get to Rush in time. And they are smoked up. Are they actually going to just try and take this fight anyway? No. Hoping iG.V push up to the high ground with the marches there. Unfortunately, nah, they're not going to fall for it. Aegis is in the hands of Miracle here on the Phantom Lancer. Oh, stream title. Oh no. And let's have a look here. Gyro has his BKB up. Used it a couple of times already. He's been using it a lot in the fights, but he's needed to. He just needs a little bit more damage. He's gone for the Maelstrom to try and help clear out the PL illusions. I'm not really sure that's going to help right now. Building up towards that Scotty. Just to try and tank it up. But the tier 3s are being taken out, well, pressured out by the side of iG.V. There's a Shackle. Shackle's not actually going to latch onto anyone. Doppelganger used here by the PL, just constantly hitting onto that tower. Diabolic Edict is still going to be alive. Can they actually jump in? Any kind of engagements coming through here. Tier 3 tower has fallen. They still have the Aegis. Edict will be back off cooldown in 7 seconds. Meanwhile, the Gyrocopter is busy pushing out on the bottom lane, and they are TPing in. I won't be able to do anything. So only getting that tier 3 from that. However, the tier 3 will open up the 2 shrines for the side of iG.V if they want to take it. And they all just decide to back off. So playing it very safe. Keep in mind, this is a best of 1 between these 2 teams, I think, as far as I know.
Are scanning.
But let's have a look. Miracle here. Darkness has been popped. Does this mean they want to fight? Let's focus here on the Night Stalker and see. I mean, they can't really focus the PL. PL has Aegis, and PL will probably kill 3 of them during Aegis, and like the time it takes him to actually kill him once, maybe twice, he can kill 3 of them. I think iG.V needs to start getting Tinker Wards down, but they just don't seem to be bothered by this Tinker at all.
Radiant's top shrine is under
Buyback
attack.
status. Well, a couple have buyback status, but it's only the Tinker that actually has it on the side of CDEC. So
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
he's taking shrines, 1 shrine at a time. CDEC is sort of locked in their base at this point, and iG.V is just going to extend their lead more and more because iG.V is not giving CDEC any kind of, how can I say, they're not allowing CDEC to actually push out of their base a lot. People saying in chat, Gyro isn't core material anymore. To be honest, I actually agree with that. I feel Gyro's damage that he does is underwhelming, as, you know, I'd rather have a PL with 15k net worth than a Gyro with 15k net worth. Because a PL with 15k net worth is a hard diff as well as a Manta. Minus that because he's on 20, yeah. I'd rather have a diff and a Manta PL than a Scotty Gyro. I know that sounds weird, but the PL can just do a lot more in the fight. Don't get me wrong, Gyro is still strong,
Radiant's bottom
but
shrine is under attack.
I'd rather have others. And if you rely on the Gyro, because the initiation or the draft from CDEC lacks initiation other than the Windrunner for me. So you don't have that axe jumping in, that Elder Titan stomp, that you know, big front-lining initiation where they can initiate and then the Gyro follows up after that. That's a completely different story. In a draft or a lineup like that, I would rate the Gyrocopter, especially with the likes of an axe. But picking up the Night Stalker as well as the IO and then having an offlane wind, I mean, I'm not sold. But that's just personal. Oh, good job here, getting the quick little Tinker Ward in either. But this Tinker's been putting in work here to stay in this with his team, to actually open up the map with his team, because without him pushing out these lanes here,
Radiant
they can't actually do this kind of smoke gank that they're about to do now. See, can they get any kind of pickup? They see half there, they see the Lesh. The problem is this is on top of a tier 2 tower. It's not really where you want to be. And the entire team of iG.V, they're just moving in together. They're holding hands. They don't want to split up. They don't have to split up. They know they have this game in the bag if they just play it properly and don't get picked off. And this Night Stalker is trying to go for pickoff, trying to get the vision down to try and de-ward as much as he can. Let's look where the next fight's going to be coming from. Once again, Night Stalker, IO leading the way, leading the front, but I think we might actually see a fight coming in here. Half, he does get hexed up instantly. Kawi, well, there's a shackle onto the Axe. Axe can't even blink it forward. Axe is in a lot of trouble. The cooldown is there as well. They relocate in forward. They do actually manage to pick off the IO, and IO is in a bit of trouble right now. Let me just focus on what's going on here. The Night Stalker does get maledicted up. Axe brought back as well. Night Stalker will drop. IO did not use relocate. Sorry, I thought relocate was used there, but that was, I think, the BKB up on the Lesh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Once again, as soon as a fight breaks out like that, I don't know where to focus because I've been talking a bunch of random crap for 40 minutes and not a lot has actually happened in that 40 minutes. Once again, just playing it a lot slower than what a lot of the other regions do. But once again, guys, this is a best of one, so they have to be clinical in regards to this. You have to say, though, IG looking extremely strong here. 9k net worth up.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
The big thing, though, I mean, Wind Ranger got a good counter initiation, so to speak, of getting good shackles once again, getting good shackles off onto the Phantom Launcher as well as the Lesh track there, but they can't follow up onto this. Lesh comes in, they do drop the Mystic Flare, and it is actually going to be the Night Stalker that's going to drop. This is the counter initiation potential from the side of iG.V. Once again, a good shackle coming up on the Lesh, but is it enough? Can they actually do anything about this? There is the BKB actually being popped here or being used, and then just, well, Lesh is going to deny himself, making sure he can heal the rest of his team. Axe is still there. We do not have a PL. PL is all the way on the top lane trying to defend their base. Axe is still alive for now. The Wind Ranger, or the Wind Run, is actually being used. Wind Ranger ultimate is being used. Miracle just trying to defend top. They actually, well, they managed to take a full lane of racks and lose half a lane of racks. But that's the thing. The only initiation the side of CDEC has is the Wind Ranger, which has been getting insane shackles off. But what happens after that? You don't have someone to absorb the damage like you do with the Axe. Or even like you do with a PL at this point, or with a Lesh that has 50 charges and a heart. So you have 3 heroes, 2 heroes with hearts, 1 with the Vanguard, that can absorb your incoming damage on the side of CDEC. Well, on the side of iG.V, but against CDEC. Who do you have to absorb that damage on CDEC side? No one. And that's the problem. If you just 5-man this, iG.V, sure, they're going to lose half a lane of racks like they did top. And that is, I mean, all thanks to the split push going on from the Tinker, but it's not enough. I think they actually gained, like, well, it was 9k up, now it's 7k, so CDEC managing to climb back a little bit, maybe. But we'll see. Axe has his cheese up. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Lesh has the edges. Can't deny himself for another three or so minutes. Yep, chat is saying Farmville games again, or hashtag Tinker Games. Yeah, it is hashtag Tinker Games. It is quite interesting that the IO has been favoring the Night Stalker. I mean, you know, people in chat also mentioned it. But the IO has been favoring the Night Stalker a lot more than the Kyra. Now, I know why he's doing that is because they don't have that frontliner. So Night Stalker is stepping in to be that pseudo frontliner, that pseudo tank. He has a pipe. They're trying to absorb as much onto the Night Stalker before they take the fight. The problem is it's not working. Wind Ranger though, been getting 6 shackles off here for the side of CDEC. Let's see, can she keep that up? There is the initial jump in onto the left track, the blink in forward onto Axe. Axe actually gets sheeped in straight away. The corner is now onto 2 heroes. 2 on the side of iG.V might actually drop from this. The Aegis is popped. However, Miracle on the Phantom Launcher is just going to run in forward. The Aegis does get used. The Axe did have cheese, I think, but did not use it. So Axe is dead. Are they going to turn around and fight this? Miracle decides to focus on to the Night Stalker. Now he's just saying, nope, let's go onto the IO, drain all the IO's mana, and then just run away. Shackle coming through, does manage to actually latch. They do get a good power shot off, but the BKB lashes in. They want to get a kill onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker is maledicted up as well, and they do manage to just burst him down, blow him up. IO might be in a lot of trouble himself. Yet another Shackle coming in here for the Windrunner. Not going to be enough to charge it forward. The second cooldown of this fight coming down here from the Gyrocopter, but that's 2 heroes down already for the side of CDEC, and they might just actually use the third. Gyrocopter is down. This Tinker is not really, well, this Tinker can't really do anything at this point. Windrunner does get slowed up. Quite a bit of damage coming through here from the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage is still alive. 2 buybacks coming up here for the side of CDEC, and iG.V just get the hell out of it. Oh, no, there is another Shackle. If this is going to be a dieback, he has to be very careful, because if he does die back, it might just be game. Phantom Launcher will manage to get out of that. So, one fight long enough for 2 cooldowns to actually take place, and I didn't fumble that one too badly. Rip voice. 45 seconds. So, big fight. Started off here, ended off here, after actually going to the bot lane first. People say I need a water break. Yeah, I'll have one when the game's done. I'm okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, top tower has been taken right now. Keep in mind, quite a few buybacks have taken place, and well, unless still has 18 yeah. I mean, they're just slow sieging right now. They don't have to do anything else.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, no, Tinker cancelled the TPY. Okay, so iG.V decided to just fall back. They took the tier 3 tower, and they're happy with that. See, there's a smoke movement coming out here for, or smoke wraparound coming here for the side of CDEC. They know they have to try and do something right now, and they might actually be able to get a kill. But in July, the smoke will actually get popped here, so they do scout everything out. They do not have the gem on hand right now, and in July, he's just seeing it. There you go, there's the call, seeing the Wind Ranger going in, and unfortunately, Wind Ranger might be in a lot of trouble right now. It does pop the BKB, but Wind Ranger is actually still alive at this point. Meanwhile, Night Stalker on towards the left will finally drop, and let's try and focus here. The blink in forward does manage to actually catch out the Tinker, and Tinker might be in a bit of trouble himself. Does BKB, and IO is going to be the next one to fall. Fights being split up, and just having that Invis Ruin up on the Axe managed to scout everything out for them. No rush, but I think they might just push down middle and go for top lane racks. There is no buyback up for the Tinker. They might actually just decide to go for end here. Yep, they go for the tier 4 towers, trying to force out that buyback, and no buyback is coming in right now. Well, there's a buyback on the IO, but what's that going to help? There's the cooldown coming in right now. Can it actually do anything? Phantom Launcher does just keep on, well, constantly send his illusions in. Minus 7 second doppelganger cooldown. This is just, he's just going to do this the whole time. Doppelgang send illusions. 2 seconds later, Doppelgang sends illusions. And they can't really do anything about this. IO, well, he's busy overcharging up the Gyrocopter, but doesn't actually need to do anything. Skywrath Mage does have his Aghanim Scepter up, drops down 2 Mystic Flares. They do manage to kill off the Gyrocopter. Well, they still want to try and go in and do something. Wind Ranger drops next, and IO, I mean, just calls GG. He knows this game is done. iG.V, once again, not the most entertaining games, but when it gets entertaining, they just snowball. They farm up, they make sure they're okay, they're 20,000 net worth ahead, they get the pick off, and then they're just going ahead. Once again, clinical execution coming in from iG.V. Not much more to say about that other than looking at the score charts. Lesh, once again, 12, 5, and 14. I've been playing extremely well. But the side of CDEC, they just did not have initiation. They had the IO gyro, which is awesome. But now you put that up with a Tinker, but you want to fight because you have the IO. But now you want global presence because you have the Tinker and the IO. Maybe running the depth profit there would allow you to stand and fight. Having a, the Night Stalker is good in that kind of draft because it gives you vision. You could also absorb a lot with the IO Night Stalker, but there was just a little bit of a disconnect for me in the side of CDEC's draft in regards with what they wanted to do. Do you want to split push the whole time? Okay, Tinker. Do you want a team fight? Tinker at a later stage in the game? Yes. But there's still no front lining disables. You only have the Wind Ranger and later on the Sheepstick. Versus iG.V had the Leshtan, had the Axe Initiation, had the Skywrath Mage. To be honest, sitting there with 20 assists. Beginning of the game, didn't do a lot. But having the Skywrath Mage there to just drop the Mystic Flare on top of the action if the Axe went in. The Leshtan Mystic Flare. The Maledict Witch Doctor ult combos with a Mystic Flare. It just synergized a lot more. And iG.V, even when they were behind, they knew what hero synergized, what did not, and they could take fights 3v5, 3v4. Congratulations to iG.V. They take their second game win. My next game will be Team Serenity versus Young Dumb. So stay tuned for that game. It will be coming up in the next couple of minutes. Thanks, guys. Bye.